All right. Live again.
All right.
All right. It might be a separate post now. All right. Well, what's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm not sure what happened there. Facebook everything just fell. Everything just fell apart. Now, let me.
The computer's on fire right now.
Yeah, the computer's
look at the monitor.
on fire.
Monitor's ablaze.
Yeah, that was so weird. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to bring that up again and delete the old post so that nobody gets mixed up because that's the one that's being shared. It's a whole mess.
Can they even hear you right now?
Yeah,
oh.
They could. I'm sure they could hear me. Okay. Yeah, we're live and the mics are on.
All right.
Anyway, give me a second. Let me pull.
I think I get my pants on and on.
Yeah. Hold on. Is this the? No, this is the old video. Oh, I guess the other one never went up. All right. Weird.
Where are we?
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm sure what happened there. Yeah, we're back. We're live and the mics are on.
All right.
Anyway,
great movie.
Give me a second. Let me pull. That's a movie?
Yeah. What?
It's called We're Back.
We're Back, yeah. Dinosaur animated movie from my childhood.
I remember. I do remember Disney's Dinosaur and the character being named Aladar, and everybody called me that.
I have you on my phone under Alizar Chalazar for some reason. I don't know where that happened, how that happened.
Alcohol must have been involved. What's going on? Hey, thank you, Gringo. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. We just got cut off for a second. We are back again, once again, episode 34 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Joined along here with vocalist of Absolver, Kris Bueno, good friend of mine. Let's go. Yeah. Let's say what's up again. Let's do a little cheers on it.
Cheers.
Yep. I hope everybody at home is sipping their lovelies.
Their Wednesday night cocktail.
Drinking martinis like James Bond, everybody at home.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Absolver. Chris, we were talking about Absolver. Absolver is a band, and you were the lead singer.
Yeah, I'm the vocalist, and I do a little bit of noise in it. I think it's the best way to describe it. It's four dudes progressively losing their minds. I think that's the best way. Like we last night we were rehearsing, and Chris grabs a field recorder because I don't know.
Because that's just how it goes.
He decides this is what he wants. Goes to the washing machine and starts like beating the washing machine while recording it. Then magnifies it, does a million things to it, and that's like our drum track.
Oh,
it's
that's amazing.
Chris destroying the washing machine. Roommate comes in, like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really getting out there progressively. Every time we meet, it's like, hey, I made this track out of like a quarter hitting a fence, and
see, that's creative. Actually, I have a friend of mine whose video went viral when he made a beat out of a Schick razor.
Nice.
Yeah, and this buzzing sound when it snaps into it, he used it for a drum beat, and that got over 1 million views.
There's a band, there's a group, Matmos, and there's a Venetian Snares. They have records that it's completely them having sex.
Oh, God.
And they magnify it, and you hear the whips, like the snares, like a whip cracking.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's a cool project,
It's interesting.
Right?
It's interesting to listen to.
The point is music, because you know what? You know what's funny? I guess in talking about this kind of stuff right now, we're bringing up kind of the first topic that I wanted to discuss, actually, is making music. And the process of making music isn't necessarily just getting guitars and drums together. It's really beating up a washing machine or something like that and making drums out of that. People that there's so many other ways to make music. It's kind of like when people use like lipstick on a canvas instead of a red paintbrush or something.
Yeah, at this point, there's limitless boundaries.
Yeah.
There's no boundaries. It's like, for example, we don't have a drummer.
Yeah.
And at first I thought people are not going to receive that very well because, the energy of a drummer and this and that.
Yeah.
People go nuts at our shows,
There you go.
And it's still as aggressive as ever, and I think more aggressive than any band I've ever been in. And, you can push the limits at this point. I can go from vocals to making static noises on a box, and people are bobbing their heads to it. It works,
What genre would you say and I hate putting stuff under labels, but if you had to stick to a genre, or even just a couple of genres, what is the sound before we play a clip of it?
It's funny because a girl reviewed us, I forgot her name, and she called us electronic death drone, and I thought, whoa, that's pretty intense.
That's pretty radical.
Yeah, but I would say
death drone.
I would say blackened doom metal with a little bit of noise, harsh noise influence. And it can sound industrial as well.
And when you say noise, to give everybody an idea of what noise means in terms of music,
that's difficult.
It's kind of like white noise. Like when you look at a TV and it's just like that white crazy noise. That is people can. Those are all frequencies. Sound is all frequencies. Everything from bass to the mids to the trebles. If you ever mess with the radio in your car. You know, you see those kind of things. And you can cut frequencies on sounds like the crazy TV sound, and things like the wind, things like a car starting up, all sorts of crazy stuff.
We like to use springs. We'll magnify springs and prepared guitars. We'll put a nail through a guitar and just make the string sound wacky, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
We've done all kinds of stuff. It's gotten to the point where
experimental.
Yeah, soon I'm just gonna start shocking myself. into the microphone.
That's gonna be part of the sound.
Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna just magnify the sound of your blood coming out of your vein.
This is for the culture.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Let me go ahead and share this episode again because the episode started the first time and then it got cut off for some weird reason. Let me just share it again.
Everybody forgot.
Yeah.
Are the people that were watching still watching, or is it
new? They came back.
Oh, they came back. Thanks.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming to hang out again. Episode 34 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. How's everybody's week been? Everybody in the chat, feel free to comment. How's your week been? You guys have a good week? A shit week? How's work?
It's only Wednesday, so I hope it's been good at least.
Yeah. I hope it's been a good week too, guys. Yeah. I hope everybody's had a chance to hang out. What up? Come hang out for episode 34.
34
of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Sorry, guys. Got to get the house cleaning out of the way.
Here you go.
Yes. Oh.
Absolver.bandcamp.com.
Yes.
You can stream it. Yeah. You can stream it for free. You can download the digital copy for $1. $5 for a CD. $5 for a cassette, because cassettes are in again.
Yes,
they are. For some reason, I don't have a cassette player, but we're selling cassettes for $5. It's pretty dope. Not because it's mine, but put a little bit of effort into it. You get a full little package.
That looks legitimate.
Get a CD.
Oh man, it's so radical.
For your Walkman,
For your Sony Walkman, yes.
Yeah. I love those things.
They didn't skip. You guys remember the Sony Walkman CD players that all the cool kids on the bus had? Because every time the bus would hit a bump, most kids' CDs would skip.
I had trust issues because of that. Non-skip, and then you'd get on a skateboard, and all you heard was...
Yes.
But yeah. Check it out. I don't expect you to like it, because it's really fucking weird, but...
But that's why you will like it.
Maybe... It'll be one of those things where you buy it because it is so weird and I could freak out grandma.
Yeah. Hey, listen, grandmas nowadays will get freaked out by most things, especially with what the internet lets us... I
was at the post office today because I had to send out some of those. I had 5 bags of those envelopes. And this lady in front of me is like, oh, that's a lot of stuff. She's trying to talk to me. Trying to figure out if I run an eBay store or some shit.
Oh God!
I was like, yeah, I'm in a, and I always like to say death metal.
Yeah.
Because it's the one that gets them the most. I'm like, oh, I'm in a death metal band, and these are our CDs. I said it with pride. That lady just turned the fuck around.
Oh no!
that was it. She was like, oh.
You know what's funny? And I'm sorry that I'm typing and being rude. I just gotta fucking do this bullshit. But I do want to bring up something interesting, and we're not gonna get into a genre war like it's middle school again. But I do want to say something interesting. The hip hop crowd, right? Hip hop and rap crowd, right? And I do listen to plenty of it myself, so I'm not trying to the crowd. No.
Same.
Yeah, that type of crowd, right? I've heard a lot of people in that genre say, man, I can't listen to that metal stuff, man. I can't listen to that. It's crazy. It's evil. It's wild, man.
Neither can I. Super evil.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, all right. So, the music, a lot of hip hop, it glorifies massacring on a everyday level.
One of my favorite rappers to listen to. It's funny. It's Pastor Troy.
Oh yeah, he's great.
And he's hardcore, man.
Yeah. Pastor Troy, don't fuck around.
It's to the point where I feel like I'm too white to listen to it. I shouldn't listen to it.
Oh God!
But it's really street stuff, and that shit's violent. It's really violent, man.
No. It's kind of intense. But that's what I guess that's what I'm trying to bring up is that it's funny how we break down genres and we say oh, I don't know, man. Some people think of country music as the pure clean music, right? But they're always talking about smoking pot in all these country songs and
this
I think having sex in the fields and stuff.
Jake Owen, half his songs are about getting girls drunk to get them into bed.
Oh God!
How great is that? How pure is that?
Exactly.
We're singing about fictionally, it's fictional.
But a lot of metal.
This is rape.
Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, basically, exactly. Nothing funny about that.
No.
But but at the end of the day, there's I think about a lot of metal lyrics, right? And a lot of them, you know, maybe it is like some sort of like kill, you know, something, right? But a lot of the time it's not. A lot of the time it's like this very self-reflective kind of stuff, right? A lot of metal lyrics are really just kind of kicking your own ass more than anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of bands that, honestly, it makes you think. If you listen to like Catatonia and stuff like that, those lyrics they're puzzling and beautiful at the same time. Almost soothing, I guess. I don't know. There's something therapeutic about it. I've never, you know, I love rap music. I listen to a lot of rap. I listen to everything, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Music.
But I never feel therapeutic when I'm listening to, like, Nas or The Game. I don't feel therapeutic. I don't feel anything chilling me out. I feel more like, I don't know. I feel more rowdy when I listen to, like, rap.
I mean, it's like party music, you know? It makes sense. It totally completely makes sense. But, you know what? Genre labeling. You remember middle school when that actually was a thing? When the style of music you listened to really dictated who your friends were? Yeah. That's kind of crazy, right?
I remember I wore a chain. It was like second week of 6th grade. I come to school in
on
a
the
chain.
Pants?
Yeah, a chain on the pants down to the fucking ankle. And like this kid that I was like best friends with throughout elementary school tells me that we can't be friends anymore because I listen to rock. And I'm like, well, what does it matter? He's like, well, I listen to rap. And I was like, well, so do I. You know, I fucking love Eminem. And he's like, no, we can't. Like, we can't. You got to take the chain off. Like if I took the chain off, I was gonna transform. Like my skin was gonna molt.
Those were your Clark Kent Superman sunglasses.
Exactly.
Or your glasses right there.
Exactly. And it
was the chain wallet that divided them.
I guess. And it was just a chain wallet. I mean, as time progressed, it got worse. But
Tess asks, "Are you a rocker or a rapper?" You remember the third?
I'm a poser.
Yeah, you remember the third? The third one was the poser. Oh man! And then you had the rave kids that were just walking around school doing figure eights.
Yes.
Like,
well, that wasn't in middle school. At least not for me. I didn't have the figure eights.
There were some kids. I was like, all your older siblings do drugs.
Or they just only watch Night at the Roxbury.
Yes. Oh god. Yeah. It was something like that. Oh, Tess asks, how do you know who I am? It's not with the label rocker or rapper. It's completely true though. But that's exactly what they did though, right? That was the label. You remember in a certain middle school that I didn't go there, but it was nearby us. Did you go to Lon Childs?
For a bit.
Lon Childs, whatever. I wasn't gonna name it, but we named it. And
fuck Lon Childs.
Do you remember that they would have like a huge fight, like this Lord of the Rings epic battle between rockers and rappers?
Yes, I was out of that school when that happened, but because I lived by there, I attended just as a spectator. It was fucking great.
You guys remember that? Oh man, that was probably the worst thing ever, right? It's just mass groups of children fighting over CDs.
I had a kid pull a stapler on me.
Oh fuck.
And threatening to stable me.
I'm gonna close you up, rocker.
He's like, I'm gonna make sure those jeans are a little harder to take off. Like, what the fuck? He pulled a I'll never forget him. His name was Rick or some shit like that.
Rick
and,
the Dick.
Like, if I see him now, I'm gonna be like, remember me?
And just pull a knife on him.
I'm almost 30 now. I'm gonna pull a knife on this kid for like.
Oh no! Take a beer and just break it and just.
For not liking Static X in middle school.
Like a pirate, yeah.
But it's weird because to this day, though, how do you know who I am? To this day, again, we're almost 30, and in a sense, I
Stop
still
saying it, Chris. Damn it.
Yeah, I still feel better sometimes when I go outside and I'm wearing like a rock shirt or something where if I see someone else,
or an Absolver shirt.
Yeah, like the other day I was at Home Depot and I saw a kid in a Mayhem shirt, and I was just walking by and, like, we high-fived, I don't know this guy, but we high-fived and just kept going about our day,
But it's good though. It's kind of like, there are more of them.
There's more of them,
They're among us.
It's funny in my case because I'm all over the fucking board. Where it's like I see anybody with any musical shirt at all, like
Outkast, nice.
Justin Bieber, yeah,
Beatsters.
So it works.
What's going on? Tess says, I feel like Linkin Park specifically really fucked me up with the whole label.
Then he killed himself.
Oh god, everyone could like that, and that was so not cool to me because I really needed to be just a rocker. I completely understand with that, Tess. I love Linkin Park for that reason, actually. That they were breaking out. They were like, you can't label us.
Linkin Park made it okay. I have older cousins that one of them was a rocker, and one of them was into what you heard on the nice side of the radio, and she was the first one that was like, I accept Linkin Park. Hybrid Theory is a good album, and Hybrid Theory is a fucking amazing album to this day, no matter what anybody says. And they really did it where fuck you rockers, accept that in the end song.
Yeah, that Linkin Park junks.
Exactly.
They did the junks with Jay-Z.
Yeah, and they did that, which
and then
was
they
great.
did the Jay-Z project, which was good, and that really did break down a lot of people. That had a lot of people. The first time I heard a riff was Linkin Park. That's actually probably one of the first riffs I learned on the guitar also. I remember me and Jose actually became friends because I came over his house once. I was hanging out with his younger brother, Michael, and Jose had a guitar at the time, and I was learning how to play these Linkin Park songs on the acoustic because I didn't have an electric yet.
Nice.
So so I was learning all the songs on an acoustic guitar, which like makes you feel kind of lame, right? But
no, it's.
I mean, yeah, it worked, right? So I grabbed Jose's guitar and I was like, "Do you think I could play on this thing real quick? I want to see how it sounds, man." And I was playing One Step Closer, really loud in Jose's room, and he just walks in, and he just walks in, looks at me like, "This is before me and him were friends." And he walks in, looks at me with his face like, "Who's playing my fucking guitar?"
Who's riffing?
Yeah, and then he comes and looks at me. He's like, "That's cool." And he just walks right away. He just said, "That's cool," and just walked right off. I love that day. And then me and him became friends right after that. We were like, "Yeah, that was cool what you played the other day." And I was like, "Yeah, man." And then we just started talking music.
Jose's awesome, man.
Jose is one of the best to ever do it. Abel says, "Homies," he says, "my older brother showed me a Linkin Park DBZ mashup." The AMVs.
That they took like 6 days to download off Napster back in the day.
Disturbed and Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. I remember it was like Moon Baby by Godsmack with Dragon Ball GT.
I still laugh every time Serenity by Godsmack comes on.
Oh my god.
That's
dude.
No, it's not Serenity, it's Voodoo.
Voodoo.
It's Voodoo.
Or which is the track that was on the Navy commercial?
Oh god. I forgot the name of it. Alive? Is it called Alive?
I think that was Alive.
I'm alive for you, I'm awake. Or Awake.
Awake. That's the album.
I always get the other word of their songs.
Smack God.
The Gods of Smack. I don't remember the song though.
I just remember. I remember the song because the fucking commercial.
The commercial. Oh man, with the jet fighter taking off, right?
Yeah, every time.
With the close up of the guy's face. But you know what's funny though? I can't imagine how much moolah they must have made off of.
Oh yeah, just off that.
Just that right there. It's like government backed.
Or they were like super American about that. You could take it for free.
Yeah, we'll do it for the country. Yeah.
Or they told like, "Hey, you have to. This is a song we chose, and for your country."
With guns to their head, with guns drawn, the agent
Are you
said,
awake?
"Yeah, for us, you are alive."
But yeah, I think that new metal, we were. That shit raised us, man.
It did raise us. Do you have a beer?
I don't. I finished this one.
Take this one.
Thank you, sir.
Take the beer I opened.
Link.
Is this my beer?
That one is not mine.
Oh, damn. Okay.
There you go.
Beers everywhere. What's going on, Faden? Thank you for joining us tonight, man. Oh man, we were just mentioning you earlier.
Yeah.
Faden Fest, man. When is Absolver gonna be hitting a Faden Fest? That's gonna be wild, right?
Yeah, man. That's always a fun party.
Yes. So what were we talking about? So we're talking about Linkin Park and how they broke down genres. Do you remember? You know what? Fuck that. I want to talk more about middle school. More about middle school and how music separated us all in middle school.
Yes.
It was a very interesting time. Remember kids that had their hair long? You know, like that. Even that wasn't a thing. I think in my school, I was probably one of the only 2 or 3 kids in the school because I was kind of a small school. Everybody knew each other. I think I was the only one with long hair. It was like, you know, it was just a very interesting, different time. And that was, he's like, no, he's a real rocker. He's got long hair. He's got the spikes. He's got the spikes on him.
Spikes.
You either had to have the big spikes. You had to have the big ball necklaces.
The pentagram tattoo on your chest. You know, 6th grade.
Actual scars on your wrist.
Scars. I just wore the chain for a while. And I still have it actually. My big ass like ball necklace. That's just really obnoxious. I still have that somewhere. I'm gonna start wearing it again, just for shits.
So we met at a place called Main Street.
Yeah, we met at Main Street.
Main Street, for anybody that does not remember or know, Main Street was kind of the cool place to hang out for a certain while for us growing up.
Our day and age.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the neighborhood where everybody lived, right? In the middle of many neighborhoods, actually. and everybody from all schools could meet at the central spot, basically.
Yeah, if you dated a girl in another school, that was your one day a week to see her.
I could be just what? You know, it was like, yeah, man. They're like, you gonna hang out with us on Main Street? No, I can't this week, man.
Yeah, my girlfriend's coming, so we're gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, so on Friday we camp. Saturday we could all hang out, and then you'd go there again the next day.
It was awesome when we were 15, 16. It was awesome.
It was an amazing time, man.
After we
constantly getting drunk in public.
Yeah, I would always run into you, and you'd be like, "Hey, man, I got some beers hidden under this bench." Like, let's walk 2 blocks this way so I can unearth these beers.
Yes.
You and Jose.
Man, it was all about just getting drunk in the weirdest spots and meeting all sorts of cool people. Man, it was a great time.
Trying to talk to as many girls as you can.
Well, I mean, I mean, hey, we were teenagers. What else was there to do?
That place was dope, man. And you had $20 in your pocket, and you were,
$20 and you were kicking it, man. You had money for the next day, probably.
Yeah,
right?
You were running it, dude. And they put a curfew. I think we were already older when they put the curfew. We were like 19.
Yeah, they did try to enforce curfews. More security showed up, but half the time they were just outnumbered. They couldn't do anything. Half the time they were like, "We're not gonna." The kids got better weapons than we do.
The last time I went, like for hanging out, I think I was like 18 or 19. Yeah. And I was smoking a cigarette, and out of nowhere, maybe 20 of these rent-a-cops came out. Like, I don't know how.
Intruder!
Yeah, almost tackled me into the fountain and shit. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm sitting
Swear
here.
to me.
I'm just sitting here, and they're like, "Show us your ID." Yes.
Government issue.
Like, what the fuck? They took my picture, this and that, getting ready to ban me, and then they're like, "Oh, you're old enough to be smoking." Okay.
Oh, like, damn, you really look that young?
Well, I still look that young. I got ID'd to watch rated R movies.
That's amazing. It's like, yeah, you just look big for your age.
Yeah, it's like I pay a mortgage. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, Nick. Probably make more money than you asshole. I mean, I shouldn't have said probably, but
I won't yell that.
Oh man, Tess asks, where did the indie or even alternative genre go? If you think rock is gone, think of the last time you heard a band reminiscent of the Strokes, the Shins, the White Stripies.
Yeah,
all of those. Yeah, last time I heard the White Stripes was at a Heat game because they used Seven Nation Army for every Heat game. All those bands that kind of didn't fit in the genre was totally gone. Yes, you brought up a really good point. And also for Tess, I'm just gonna say, Good Charlotte, because I had 2 of their CDs.
I never liked them.
I can't blame you. But I didn't like Simple Plan. I didn't like all that other stuff.
Yeah, not to be a dick. I'm not gonna be one of those. Oh, I didn't listen to that. But that I didn't listen to because I think when Good Charlotte came out, I was just introduced to like Morbid Angel. So I was like, oh, yeah, this is what is that? But
Von Cotton Candy.
But somehow I know all the lyrics to any Good Charlotte song.
Well, I mean, we all knew the anthem, right? This is the anthem.
I saw them by mistake. They were playing at a Macy's.
This isn't a Satan concert.
They were playing at a Macy's, and I went to buy jeans.
They were playing at Macy's.
Yeah,
Tess,
or like the brothers. They were playing at Macy's.
Tess, did you know that
Good Charlotte
played at Macy's here? Mm-hmm. What?
Aventura Mall.
Where? Aventura? Oh my god!
I used to work in that mall, and
Tess, did you know about this? I have a hard time to believe. I have a hard time believing you didn't know that.
Thank you for all the questions and.
Yeah, Tess has really been there, man. You bitch slapping this thing.
Thanks for everything. Back to the indie stuff. I love a lot of that stuff, and I think it's great that lately you see those bands coming back and they're headlining festivals like the Strokes did, like that big Guava Fest a couple years ago. Interpol came. All these bands are coming and they're selling out, like the Fillmore and bigger venues because of the nostalgia purpose, Yeah. Like, I love Interpol. I never got the chance to see Interpol because when Interpol was big, I was in middle school, I wasn't going to shows. So now Interpol comes, brand new comes, all these bands, and you get to see them now.
Oh, brand new. All these bands had videos on MTV and Fuse, right? And only on MTV late at night, though. All Things Rock, hosted by Benji and Joel.
If you're younger, by the way, MTV used to play
They used to play music. It wasn't just shows like Room Raiders, which people...
Well, Room Raiders is old, too, man.
Exactly. I was about to say, people now are like, what's Room Raiders, Dad?
It's like Catfish now, I think it's the one.
I don't even remember. You guys remember that show Next? Where it was like these guys would get off these dudes would get off a bus and the chick would just be like, next. Like, as soon as they walked up to her.
If only real life could be like that, though. Yeah. You meet a girl on Tinder, you just yell next, she goes away, kindly.
Oh, man.
Or we go away if they don't like us, That would be fucking awesome. I'd be nexting everybody.
Oh.
Like at work.
Tess says, I literally met my husband because he looked like Benji, Liberty Spikes and all. Still won't wear eyeliner for me. Apparently that's weird. I mean, it used to be cool back in 03, right?
A funny story about eyeliner. My old band, I wore eyeliner once. For one gig. Because I was trying to impress some girl, and she was like, it'd be really cute if you wear eyeliner. Wear eyeliner. Okay, fuck it. I wear eyeliner. It's Valentine's Day. We get to the bar that we're playing a gay bar. It was awesome. All the people were dope.
Yeah.
But I walk in, and everybody got the wrong impression. You know, I walk in with the eyeliner, and my friend who has his
light eyes and eyeliner,
long hair, because I had my hair down to my ass. Speaking of the long hair days, I walk in. There's this babe with a spaghetti strap and Daisy Dukes over the pool table. She turns around. It's a he. I was like, oh fuck. All right, we're playing
more like a Duke Daisy.
Played the fuck out of that gay bar though.
That's awesome though.
Is that thing frozen?
Oh yeah, that is. But we got. I got it pulled up here. My bad.
No, it's cool.
Let's refresh.
I'm just being being a douchebag that wants to look at himself.
No, I completely feel you. Sorry, our screen on the screen front. Tess says, I saw Good Charlotte just a few years ago, and literally the oldest one in the crowd besides parents. Oh no!
Oh.
The kids were there to watch a metro station. Ew.
Yeah, no thanks.
Is that the can you move it like this? God, I fucking hate this one. I stayed in the front and everyone left when Good Charlotte came on. God damn.
Oh, that sucks.
They played the songs I requested and it was practically a private concert. No shame. That's amazing. Benji and Joel nowadays look like Spider-Man thugs.
Yeah.
They really do. They're always wearing scullies and they have goatees now. They just look like, hey, it's Spider-Man. Hey.
Oh, man.
Hey, boss.
It's funny you mentioned that because I heard a couple of years ago a Day to Remember Glassjaw opened up for a Day to Remember. I'm a big Glassjaw fan. Glassjaw opens for a Day to Remember, and they get booed off stage. And it got to the point where a Day to Remember was like, yo, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Glassjaw. What the fuck are you guys doing booing Glassjaw off stage?
No way.
So, yeah, that sucks that, like, they're not, I guess, the younger crowd, which we're still the younger crowd in a way, but they don't get it. They don't, like...
It's just a different scene, man. But you know what? Different times... Let's talk this for a second. Let's talk about that scene. So what we're talking about right now, for anybody that just caught up, guys, we're talking about middle school music. You know, we ended up going into that topic really quick. So bands... at that time, Linkin Park and all these bands were popular. We ended up going into this indie alternative genre. Bands like Glassjaw, bands like Chevelle.
Chevelle. They just played.
Oh, did they?
They just played, yeah.
Wow.
I want to go to that.
Slack. God, so laid down. That band makes me laugh every time. They're good though.
They're good. They
are good. They are good. I just laugh because it reminds me of that time in life where everything sucked for no reason.
Yeah, I was just mad, but why? I didn't pay bills. I didn't have any fucking issues.
If I should be pissed, it should be now, right?
Yeah, now I should be listening to fucking Chevelle.
Yeah, exactly. The red filters through.
I'm gonna
send the pain bill. Yeah.
I'm gonna go home, sift through my CD wallet.
Yeah, we should be sending the pain below. Oh no, Tess said I never knew what the stuff on the bed with the black light was. I thought it was germs. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
essentially, it was.
It is germs.
It rhymes with germs. It rhymes.
Doc, put that in a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah. Anyway, could not, would not, should not raid rooms. What up, John? Thank you, John, for joining the chat, man. John says System of a Down, though. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember Chop Suey? When Chop Suey came out and people started thinking about heavier styles of rock, right?
I think System of a Down is like the most acceptable of those bands. Like now, if you're like a hardcore metalhead or like a hardcore kid, System of a Down is the one that you could really be like, yeah, I dig System of a Down. More
they had
than
that sound,
say, Disturbed and so yeah, they were heavy, man.
But the thing was, they were on the radio.
They were.
And
94.9 Zeta.
Yeah, 94.9 Zeta.
Fuck. My girlfriend didn't remember that.
Oh. She knew 93.9?
93.1, yeah.
Or 93.1, I meant?
Yeah.
93.9 is the jazz station, I think.
Now, yeah. But 94.9, man, Zeta.
Zeta was cool, man. Non-Point putting out bands like that. They used to play a lot of Alice in Chains all the time.
I still see Non-Point every time they play. Just because. I feel like every time they come to Revolution, I'm like, I'm gonna go.
Why not?
Like, my cousin knows them and shit, so we always go.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
John says Toxicity in 6th grade was like, yeah,
dude.
Completely, dude. Toxicity, they're trying to build a prison.
Prison song.
Yeah, I'm just naming the lyrics.
That whole album, yeah, the whole album.
The whole album was good. Toxicity. Tess says, wasn't for some reason System System was everybody's favorite band at some point. Yeah, they were.
They were.
Do you guys remember a website called rocktunes.com?
Yes.
You guys remember Rocktunes?
I think it's still up.
Is it? I haven't checked it out.
Yeah.
Rocktunes, for anybody that doesn't know, was a website where you search a band, and whoever this artist or artists were, they would just make these caricatures of all these bands doing this crazy stuff, and it was just really, really, really cool.
And
stuff.
I would print them out and glue them to my binder.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
People would
that,
do stuff like that, and they eventually, I think I was at a Hot Topic at some point, and I think they had a System of a Down shirt that was like a Rocktunes drawing.
Nice.
Yeah, or something like that. There was something, or maybe it was Slipknot or something like that.
I remember that shirt. It looked like Invader Zim characters.
Yes.
Kinda. I remember that shirt. They were riding an elephant or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, John says, I still have no idea how they got as popular as they did. Such an out there sound. You know, you're completely
That's
right.
why.
That's probably, you know, that probably is it. I guess nobody at that time had really heard it. And it's just perfect timing, right? I guess. Because, I mean, they had an album out before Toxicity, which is the one with the hand.
Yeah.
Self-titled, wasn't it?
Self-titled.
Yeah, and they had, that's what that Sugar, yes, that's the one with that one, and Spiders.
Yes.
So
Sugar's a weird ass song.
Sugar is a very weird song.
It's a very
But you know
odd
what?
song.
I guess at that time, bit around the... Did it come out before or after September 11th? After, right?
No, the first album?
Toxicity.
Toxicity was 2000... I think it was 2000, man.
Was it? I can't remember because...
I gotta look it up.
Or because I know the next album, Steal This Album or whatever, that was highly political because maybe that was after the whole 9/11 thing. I don't know, because the reason I'm talking about it is because System of a Down has always been a kind of slightly political kind of band. They've always been talking about the people and how government's corrupt and all this stuff.
August 27, 2001.
August 2001. So I mean, you know, not exactly around that time, but close. You know, and I don't know, it was just a very interesting thing. The next record, I guess maybe not that album, but then the next one was highly political. They had
Then the next one's about dicks.
Oh yeah. Anyway, System of a Down, man, they had a really good sound. I was really into Slipknot.
Oh, who the fuck wasn't?
Yeah, I really love Slipknot.
I'm still into Slipknot.
They were great, man. I look back at them now and I listen to some of that stuff and I'm like, this is just so angry.
Well, if the thing is, I read a book recently about like death metal and all that,
nice.
And they really give credit to Slipknot for the new emergence in death metal right
now.
Joey
Jordison inspired so many drummers.
Yeah, and like Mick.
Yes,
he's got an immolation tattoo and stuff. Like, he's got a lot of death metal stuff going on, and they're kind of a reason why it kind of emerged again. And I think Slipknot was the most aggressive, radio accessible band, you know, at the time. There wasn't Static X was another really aggressive
Static
one.
X, yeah,
but Slipknot was the angriest one, man. Like you could really channel your like
they were the heavy
inner like fuck my stepdad shit through Slipknot.
My stepdad don't know nothing, man.
Yeah, I saw him like 2 years ago, and it was fucking crazy, dude. I left that show. It was dark, and I go to the bathroom, and I'm covered in blood.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, where the fuck? Like, where am I bleeding from? And I come back to where my girlfriend was, and I see that there's a dude on the floor, and he was like bleeding profusely. Apparently, that dude landed on me, and that's why I was covered in someone else's blood. It was gross, but those shows are still super hardcore, man. And
I mean, I've seen, you know, back in the day, like you see, like some of the fans get on stage and they're like fighting the fans, they're wrestling with the fans and stuff. You know, with some crazy stuff. Oh God, Mackie says Chris almost died at that show.
yeah. I got pushed into some dude. This Goliath of a human being, man. Like, this dude was eating rice and beans from birth. This dude was like 7 feet tall, and I get pushed into him, and I'm a fucking gentleman, so I go to shake his hand. I get pushed into this guy, and I'm like, hey man, we're good, and he's just like, and he's like doing this. I'm like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? And he goes to rush me, and I'm like, cool, man. This dude and I brace myself, and I was like, let me try one more time, and I extend my hand. And when he gets like about arm's length, he's like, I was like,
oh God.
I was like, okay.
I guess you won the chicken fight or whatever,
I guess
you know?
That's one thing. You might kill me, but I'm not gonna I'm not
gonna pitch out.
I'm not gonna pitch out.
Yes.
But yeah, that dude, that I was scared inside. Outside, I was like, all right, I'll take it. But inside, I was like, fuck.
Oh man.
It's over.
Tess says, I wish they would have done an entirely acoustic album. Vermilion Part 2 was so amazing, and I thought it was really cool that both versions sounded so perfect. You know what? That Volume 3 album, I love that album. And it was funny because I remember back, you know, having this little Walmart acoustic guitar, trying to learn how to play Vermilion Part 2 because that acoustic sound was just so amazing. Like, this detuned acoustic guitar just to sound kind of heavy and so dark, and it didn't sound folky. It just sounded... I don't know. It really was. I really love that album for what they did. You know, like they really tried to break out of their sound, and a lot of people didn't accept it that well.
That album, when it first came out, I think I was in 8th or 9th grade, and everybody hated it at first.
Yeah, they did.
Everybody bought it, but they hated it at first, and now everybody like. It's a legendary album.
One of their best,
yeah.
Because that was them songwriting. You know, it wasn't just hit the record button and we're just gonna go fucking nuts.
Yeah, but they always put their all.
I mean, they write. But
like
it sounded more thought out.
Like Metallica was Saint Anger.
No. That came out around the same time.
That's why I mentioned
Actually,
that was fucking horrible.
Like Metallica with Saint Anger, guys. Saint Anger, probably the worst. Oh man, there was just it's not just that the writing was kind of weak. It's just that the sound, the engineering, so bad. Like they were going for that detuned. Dude. Oh, the snare. Oh, and just the guitars and how it all sounded detuned and kind of gross, and
the lyrics are cringeworthy.
It was so bad.
Yeah, man. I remember
flush it out.
I went to Specs Music.
Specs was my spot, dude. I used to get CDs from Circuit City or Specs.
Circuit City, Specs, and Sam Goody at Main Street.
Yes, I didn't have a chance to go to Sam Goody, but Specs was the spot.
I bought my Korn chain wallet at Sam Goody. But I went to Specs and I bought Saint Anger with my buddy Mario Marin, who I'm still friends with. And I remember the next day he was like, "Hey, I returned mine." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about." I think I went and I exchanged it for like Mudvayne.
Oh, LD50.
Yeah, LD50.
I bought that when I was 12, man. Great album.
Man. Great album to have when you're 12.
It was such a good album, man. I saw the video for Dig, and I was like, "This, I need all of this."
Yeah, man.
Dude,
that's another thing. Like,
man, what a great album.
That's another thing. The visuals back then were different. Now you see the same. Okay, they have long hair and tattoos, and they're doing this.
Yeah.
You know, or it's like the scene guys. And back then, it was like, okay, this dude's got this mask, and this dude has this jumpsuit, and this dude has black eyeballs, and
they would change every album. Cool. They would look different every album, and it was really kind of a performance and a it just seemed like more theatric.
They put on a show.
Yeah, it wasn't just like get on the stage and play that stuff.
Yeah, which is good too. You know.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. But at the same time, I don't know. It just for me. But that's why I like those bands, and even Mushroom Head, which I used to love. Not a fan anymore.
Yeah.
Found out they're a little kind of weird, and by weird I mean racist.
Oh, really? Well, they're from like some
fucking
one of those
the
areas.
Boonies. Yeah,
they're from one of those areas.
The boonies of some area. Yeah,
that's another issue we're having lately. There's a lot of racism infiltrating all the music scenes.
That's why I don't want another Dimebag guitar, because it's not confirmed that Dimebag Darrell was a racist, but he did kind of have that Confederate flag guitar, and I'm like, yeah, you do have that guitar.
And then Phil Anselmo with the
Zig don't even get me started on him, yeah. So I'm like, and you're kind of buddies with him? Well, I mean, you know.
You were in the same band.
Yeah. Weird. I mean, it's not confirmed, but whatever. Racist against other strains of mushrooms? Exactly.
That's exactly what was going on.
Yeah, they're like, Portobello's, we don't like your kind around here.
They're infiltrating everything, man. It sucks to say, but that shit is coming back, and it's coming back strong. And you know, you got to be. I'm getting serious now, but you got to fucking know when to say no, and you got to. I don't give a shit how good that album is. You got to know, hey, I'm not gonna buy this.
Racism is the new drugs. Just say no.
Yeah,
it's true.
I've seen here in South Florida. I've seen the fucking red shoelaces and the fucking suspenders at Culture Room and stuff. Man.
Christ.
That shit doesn't belong.
No, where's the sledgehammer when you need one?
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you so much. Sorry for the chat, guys. Thank you so much, Emily, Jessica, Michael, Jess, everybody hanging out in the chat today. It's been a good time so far, man. Thank you so much for joining us so far, man. So, a little bit more about the music scene, man. Trying to put out a project by yourself, man. How's that been lately? Like, you know,
it's been good, I think.
Because we both just came out with a record.
Yeah. Alazar it's self-titled.
It's called Cosmonaut.
Cosmonaut. Yes.
That's the name of the album, and
great album.
Thanks, man. Thanks, dude.
Great album.
Absolver, is it self-titled, yours?
No. The title of the album is "Oscillate Thy Tongue."
That's the name of the album.
Oscillate Thy Tongue.
I thought that was the first song that played. You know what? You know what? Before we continue, can we play a clip, please?
Of course.
Guys, we are gonna play a clip. What song is this then? Because I thought this was the name of the song.
Yeah, that's the album. It is "Oscillate Thy Tongue" and "Howl at the Sun."
Yes. So,
I guess track 2 in the middle would probably be a good one.
right, that's a little teaser, folks. I think that sounded pretty fucking rad, actually, man.
Thanks, man.
That sound is so brutal.
These guys, they don't fuck around. You know, they have like the best heads you can get for doom metal is what they have. Like the Sun Model Ts and the Ampeg V4s. They use it's overwhelming sometimes. We've just learned recently we should tone it down because we go to venues and we bring like 4 810s. And
too loud for the place?
Yeah, we're playing a warehouse with 4 810s. It's too much, so we've learned to tone it down and stuff like that. But they go hard. They're loud. They're heavy. We try to be aggressive and obnoxious. We played a show the other day, and as soon as I started screaming, like 10 people walked out.
Oh no!
But the difference is, it felt good. You know, like back in the day, if people walked out when I started screaming, I'd be offended. But now it's like, okay, it's that harsh, it's that aggressive where people walk out. But I mean, putting out an album, we're very fortunate where we have Chris has a studio in his garage, and he's an excellent producer. He recorded this album, he produced this album with us, like all together, and we sent
sounds great.
Yeah, I think it sounds great for a garage, especially.
Yeah,
you know?
no.
And we had it mastered.
I thought you outsourced the production and everything, like almost not production, but the you know.
The only thing we did outside was the mastering.
Yeah.
We met this dude.
Which is how it should go.
Yeah, we met this dude. He worked with like Gojira and a bunch of these bands. He's even worked with like Celine Dion. Yeah, he's got a repertoire.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of my music taste, he said Gojira, and I'm like, he's like Celine Dion. I'm like, yes! That was it right there.
But yeah,
I couldn't even hide that. It was just like, that was so natural. It's like, oh my god!
We sent him the mix, and like the next day he was like, hey, can you guys come out to Chicago and play a gig? We thought about it. We're like, shit, yeah, but we couldn't. It was way too short notice. But
yeah,
he mixed it for us, and we found a website that prints it out. I mean, it looks pretty pro.
Oh, it looks
pretty
great.
Good.
Oh man,
and,
I'm excited just to have it in my presence.
Yeah, man, and this one's yours.
Oh.
We've been selling it on Bandcamp, and now we just got a label behind it, like a little small distro. And that's the fortunate part. We were able to record on our own for free. We got to save some money there. And the best part is right now, if you just look in the right place on Instagram and stuff, there's small labels and distros everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go to Roadrunner and Earache. Like if I sent this to Roadrunner, they would open it and go, "This isn't Slipknot."
Where's the nearest river?
Yeah, wipe their ass with it. But there's these labels. They're small, but they have 2,000, 3,000 followers, and they're the guys that will hear your album. You know, so
yeah.
I just I hoard it out. I just sent out free downloads to all these record labels. One of them, most of them got back to me and said it was good, this and that, but they didn't really say much more. But this one guy in Ohio, he said, "Hey man, I think it's awesome. I'm down to sell some for you. Send them over."
Sweet, man.
So it's easier. I think it's easier now.
The independent scene, though.
Yeah, there's less money in it. You're not gonna make any money, but
come on.
It's easier to get out there. You know, Spotify
you know
and all that.
Here's the thing, though. But you brought up a good point because we're talking right now. The topic right now is distributing the music and trying to put your music out and working on projects. And you brought up a good point, which is you'll make less money, right? Or sometimes none, like me.
Most likely none.
But at the same time, whenever you do make that money, it goes to you.
Yeah.
You know, you cut out this middleman thing that the studios, try to push on you, or the labels rather, that they try to, because they want to keep everything because they're not making any money, guys. A lot of the money made for anything rock or metal related right now is usually just through merch, through tours.
Yeah,
through endorsements, if you can get endorsements through people, which you're not even going to be getting money, you're just going to be getting free gear, which you could sell for money. So whatever things, but that's you shouldn't.
A lot of people don't understand too that most labels, what they do, if you're not like Metallica, most labels, what they do is they front you the money to make your record.
Yes.
But then they expect that you're going to pay it back. So
2 or 3 folds.
Yeah. So
at least.
Let's say they gave you $5,000 to make your record. Your record needs to make back those $5,000, and then maybe once you get to $7,000, after that you'll make a 10% cut of your own sales. So you're out there sweating, you're out there lugging gear, you're out there doing all this, living out of a white van.
Yeah.
And you're not making shit, unfortunately.
You're probably doing your own marketing too, because they don't care.
And I think that's what's killing it too, because there's a lot of people that they're really good bands, but they don't want to do much because of the fact that there's no money in it. It's just sacrifice. You don't want to quit your job. If you have a good job, like that's the thing with Absolver. We don't want to tour. We'll go play a show in California or something, but just one off. We won't tour. We all have excellent jobs. We can't quit our jobs to go on tour and stuff. But it's it's wonderful because we've played maybe 10 gigs, but people have our CDs all over the world already.
Exactly.
So the internet,
an advantage of the new scene.
Yeah, the internet and the new scene, and how you'll send your album to one person, and next thing you know, some dude in Australia has it, and that's always a really good feeling. You know, even if that's why you always need to listen to all the bands in the area, because you might have like your bigger bands in the area that you think are big because they play church shows every weekend, but then you got the smaller guys that you haven't heard, you haven't seen them live, but they're selling 100 albums elsewhere. Yeah, it's interesting. It's weird how
the roles are flipped around.
Yeah, you can get big from your bedroom at this point. Yeah, you know? It's crazy.
It's true though. It's very true. Very good point on that actually. Tess asks, if you want your album to be taken up by a label, is it how it is in movies where you physically mail your CD to tons of labels and hope to hear back?
It's funny because I did that today. Oh. Yeah, I did that today. We have a label backing us right now. Grab a beer real quick. Yeah, we have a label backing us right now, which they're very nice. But I wanted to see what else we can do. So the best part is you can just Google this stuff now. So I Googled a few labels of bands that I like. Nothing big. Again, I didn't send it to Roadrunner. I didn't send it to fucking Relapse or anything. But I sent it to a few, well-known labels like the Flenser, stuff like that. And I went to the post office and mailed it. Like I was watching a documentary the other day on Tom Petty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was watching it like 2-3 weeks ago, and he straight up drove from Gainesville to California, and saw like Epic Records and all these like buildings, and walked right in.
Oh man, but you can make those kind of moves back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah, like 1971. Like, hey, I have this and I want to see somebody, and they would say, wait 10 minutes, and you'd go see them. You can't do that now. No,
they'd be like, they would literally drop guns on you right away.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I walked into like Epic Records, they'd fucking kill me.
They'd dump you in the river.
They have the sources to hide my body.
Yeah, they do.
They'll clone me and send me back.
Tess also asks, is it physically painful to scream for an entire set? Are the measures the vocalists are able to take to ensure they don't lose their voices halfway? Oh, are there measures? I believe I read somewhere there's a right and wrong way to scream. How do you even learn the difference?
There are right and wrong ways.
The zen of screaming?
Am I good at them? No. There are times where at rehearsal I'll push too hard and I'll go home a little hoarse. Pony. Honestly,
I saw you on a little horse. It's like walking in.
I'll go home
like
on a little horse.
Ducking your head and going into the front door on a little pony.
Honestly, in my case, when I was like 16 with my first band, it happened where I lost my voice completely. I got shot from one rehearsal, and I couldn't speak. I couldn't even whisper for like 2 weeks.
Oh my god!
Now what happened was my vocal cords healed up in a way that I never had an issue again. After they healed, they never felt scrapey, they never felt hoarse ever again. And to this day, it's pretty much to that point where I've never felt hoarse again, I've never felt scrapey, and I can scream for a while. You can get lightheaded if you don't know how to use your stomach well. Yeah. And there's things, there are people that say like, eat sugar before, like eat some sugary stuff so that it keeps your vocal cord, your pipes wet and all that. I don't know how well it works.
Pipes wet.
Yeah. Pipes wet.
Let's just get that out of the way.
But there's like I said, I lost my voice for 2 weeks straight when I was 16, and I thought that was it. I thought like I'm never gonna do vocals again, and when it healed, it just doesn't happen anymore. That's when I bought a guitar. That's when I said, let me have a backup plan.
There is a video for anybody that is interested. There's a video online if you haven't seen it. It's called The Zen of Screaming,
and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's The Zen of Screaming. It's a female vocalist. I forgot her name. I'm sorry. And she consults a lot of like metal vocalists. The guy from Lamb of God, Randy Blythe, lead singer of Arch Enemy, and many others. And she teaches them how to be able to scream aggressively without losing your voice and being able to...
It's all like from the stomach. Don't do it from your throat. You will bleed.
Yeah, like Chester. Yeah. Chester from Linkin Park in the beginning actually used to have a lot of really, really bad problems because he was screaming the wrong way.
Yeah, and now you have like professors and vocal teachers that will go on tour with you now.
No way.
And they'll do like the proper warm-ups. Like I find trying to like do clean singing, like on the way to rehearsal or on the way to a gig, I'll do clean singing, which I suck at, but I'll do clean singing to warm you up, because you can still warm up with clean vocals. You don't need to be in the car like, you can just do like clean vocals and it'll warm up the pipes.
And here's one thing for a lot of people, and one of my favorite bands, or probably my favorite band, is Opeth, and probably one of the few bands I actually listen to, because I don't listen to that much stuff. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't listen to music.
I rarely, you know what? It sounds stupid, but I rarely do.
No,
I spend so much time making it. I spend so much time making music and jamming and playing guitar that like I don't have time to listen to music sometimes. I really don't. You know,
I have to. If I go the whole day without listening to like one song,
yeah,
I get fucking cranky.
Yeah, my problem is that I listen to the same stuff over and over. That's a lie. I listen to music, but it's the same shit all the time.
I had to force myself out of that, because I was to the point where I was still listening to like 36 Crazy Fists and all these old bands, yeah. And I was like, you know what, man? There's so much new stuff out there every day, and I'm still listening to, like, when I'm sick of like listening to like death metal and stuff, I'll put on Portishead's first album and stuff like that, and the Cardigans, and I'm just like, wait, there's other stuff like this. Like,
you know, Instagram has actually given me a really good opportunity to listen to a lot of new music, because with Instagram, I feel like it's put into video form, and even if it's just like the album art, you know, it's like a minute long clip.
Yeah.
And you feel invested, but you don't feel like it's time stolen from you.
Instagram is like in my opinion, is the best form right now for marketing.
Yeah.
And if you're not using it, you should be using it to your advantage. It's fun, it's easy. People for some reason are okay with messaging you on Instagram a lot more than on Facebook.
I agree.
You know, and
there's something like a negative connotation about the Facebook.
Yeah, don't message me on
DM.
Facebook.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, everybody's welcome. You know, it's odd. It's odd, but it's cool. I've messaged people in like famous bands and gotten a response on Instagram.
No way.
So I think it's pretty cool how you can kind of market and function more on Instagram than anything. Like if you're not using your Instagram well, use that shit.
It's true.
It's going to take you far.
I need to start promoting on there, because you know what? The promoting on Facebook is probably one of the worst ways to go about anything, because you know why? And it's not that it's a bad idea on your part. It's a bad idea because their service sucks. Facebook pages suck.
Yep.
If you do not pay $1 million per month to advertise your stuff, you will not get shown to anybody
at all.
Like, you just don't get shown, because the problem is with Facebook is that they work off of these crazy algorithms. Everybody's heard that word. You know, they work off of this crazy little system to basically, if you're not paying them, you're not being shown to anybody. You could upload as much stuff to your page, maybe 2 or 3 people will actually see it.
Yeah. We had a guy that he's well known in the community. He goes by the name Sludge Lord. He posted our album. He's got like 10,000 followers or something on Facebook, 10,000 likes. So I'm thinking this is gonna rocket us up. You know, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
And one of the other members in Absolver does a little more research. He says, "Oh, that post that dude made got 3 views." So
exactly.
if you're not paying for it, it's not gonna get seen. But on Instagram, if you take one, I did this with Toxic Trace.
Oh.
Clothing company I used to have. If you take 1 hour out of your day and you just like hashtags, look up hashtags similar to what you're doing. You know, you're doing doom metal, look up doom metal once a day, like a few things. Look up black metal once a day, whatever, once a day, like a few things, and you're going to get 10 followers a day, 15 followers a day.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah, legit followers, not like
we're here to
bots.
learn, everybody.
So it works. You know, I got Toxic Trace up to like 1,000 some followers in
I got to do that with ShutUpLetsTalk, man. I'm having a hard time with the whole follower thing, you know?
Do it, man. It works.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I got, you know,
Instagram's a good tool.
And you know, Tess says both Insta and Facebook have the same issue, that if you pay to sponsor your post, the system does not differentiate between who has seen it and who hasn't. So let's say you're paying to reach 1,000 people within a 5-mile radius, you may be showing your ad to like the same 20 people. It's completely true, and that is how that works. And it's really, really, really tough how that whole thing goes. My phone just died, but I can pull up the chat through here.
I was gonna say you need my phone.
Actually, if you could pull up the video would be nice.
I don't know if I can, but here.
Yeah, whatever. You know.
Whatever you need to do.
You can just go to my Facebook page and just open the video.
I was about to sneeze.
Oh, you're about to sneeze. I thought you were about to laugh. I was like, oh, damn it. Oh, there you go.
Worst sneeze in the world.
Salute.
I guess. You need the app. I don't have the app.
Oh, fuck yeah. Don't worry about it. We got the chat pulled up right, Chow.
I have an issue with the Facebook app for some reason.
No, the Facebook app sucks.
Yeah, I think the Facebook app is...
Facebook, for as big as a website as Facebook is, they cannot handle their website. Like, whoever they're hiring for it is asleep at the wheel, has been asleep at the wheel. I don't know what they do.
All the fucking live video murders and stuff.
Oh, my God, dude.
That's all been uploaded. Just fine.
Yeah. Get our video out there. We're not murdering anybody.
Exactly.
Get our video out.
Oh, you're killing someone? It's cool, man. We're going to boost this.
You know, it's one thing for the Shut Up Let's Talk page that I've been doing lately. I don't repost memes and all this other stuff on my personal page just because I don't like that. I'd rather just have it be what I'm thinking and doing and saying, you know?
Yeah.
But I realize, you know, memes are here to stay, at least for now. Okay? They just are, and they have been and they are. So I was like, and I can't be a hypocrite and say that I don't laugh at them myself, because what the fuck, they're hilarious. So I was like, you know what? Let me just share them on the Shut Up Let's Talk page.
Of course.
So lately I've been sharing, you know, memes and just funny stuff that I think, things that I think are funny. I just take a second to share them on the Facebook page for Shut Up Let's Talk. And a few people that I don't know have actually been checking them out and liking those posts, and it's been branching out a little bit.
Memes work, man. Like, at this point, like, if I ever propose, I might propose using a meme.
Oh, man.
That shit works.
Yeah, that's...
Job interview?
Meme?
Slide a meme over.
That feeling when you should be hiring this guy.
Yeah, totally.
TFW.
You know, it took me forever. That is the abbreviation that took me the longest to
understand.
Me too,
man. I was like, for the win?
That fucking when? What?
Yeah, exactly. When did a meme become any photo with a text and not specifically internet jokes like Courage Wolf or whatever? You know, it's funny, Tess, that you brought that up, because at my job, like, because a lot of people wonder, like, you know, how do I say this properly? I'm sure a lot of people look back and think, where did the meme come from, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, Grandpa, where did memes come from?
Let me tell you a story.
Memes, everybody, came from... You guys remember those pictures of, like... Well, I mean, kind of... You guys remember those pictures that people would put in their, like, offices? Of, like, it'll be a picture of, like, a wave in the ocean.
Motivational.
Yes, and it'll be a wave, like, it'll be a wave or something, and then on the bottom it'll say motivation, and then it'll have a quote underneath it.
The kitty cat, like, holding on to the branch.
Something like that. It was like those pictures with a word underneath, and it would have, you know... that's where they came from.
Yeah.
It was... That's where... And because we have one at my job... We have one of those pictures, you know, and I think it is like a wave in the ocean, and it'll say something underneath it like, success.
All right.
And then underneath it in small quotes, willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, they just started making parodies of it, you know.
Exactly,
they called it demotivational posters or something like that.
Yes.
And then memes is just easier to say.
Exactly. So if anybody has wondered where the meme came from, it's from those pictures. Yeah. Those things. That's where those are grandfather memes at this point. I love it.
I mean, if I was better at Photoshop, I'd make the weirdest memes, man. I always have crazy ideas.
You know what I don't understand is, like, well, never mind.
All right, the Nirvana album. I don't get it. I don't understand.
I understood it as I thought about it, because I was talking about right now. We're just talking about memes and posting a meme here and there to get, you know, likes for your page, right?
Yeah.
You know, I follow people on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and they have pages that aren't advertising anything, but they'll repost a meme.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's just interesting. Because now you're just doing it for yourself.
I'm constantly reposting memes, and some of these I fucking hate myself for it. Because I'm going to lose 10 fucking, like, lifelong friends right now.
But it's not just reposting the meme on Facebook, though. These people will download the picture and upload it to their Instagram as a picture, but it's a meme. Like that, you know, like people at Instagram meme. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's just this other branch.
I feel bad at this one because I'm basically getting all my memes from one person on Facebook. She's about to, like, block me.
Oh, no, I mean,
it's always share, like, and I share without noticing, and then I'm like, oh fuck, it's the same person.
I mean, I feel the same way. You know, there's a friend of mine on Facebook, and she just shares the best stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, she shared something about Phil Collins doing the Tarzan soundtrack, and he didn't have to go that hard, but he did that for all of us.
He did that for us.
That was just the best. It really was, and that soundtrack is killer, man. I'm like, oh, how much did they pay that guy? How many millions must they handed Phil Collins?
We can look it up.
We could look that up,
man. The power of the internet.
Phil Collins never starved ever again.
I heard because he starved at one point.
I heard he's such an asshole.
I'm so hungry, I have to do this Tarzan.
Must eat this drum set.
Genesis.
Yeah. What up, Angel? What's going on, brother? How's everybody doing tonight? What's going on, Armando?
Yeah.
Ivan. Oh man, it's been a good crowd tonight, man. It's been a really great.
I found
episode.
Angelo on.
Can I just say, really quick? Remember what you're saying. Angelo introduced himself to me as Angelo for years and years and years, and then one day he changed his name to Angel on Facebook, and I was like, how come you change your name on Facebook to Angel? He's like, that's my name.
Wasn't he like Shitlord at one point or something like that? Was
that
Angelo?
I don't think so. I don't know. Shitlord? I don't know.
I knew someone that was Shitlord
on
Facebook.
Might be my friend Freitas. But so anyway, I asked him one day, I was like, why did you change your name? He's like, that's my real name, man. I was like, I've been calling you Angelo for 10 years.
So his name's not Angelo.
It's not.
Fuck. Hey,
that's what I said.
Hey, what's your fucking problem?
What's your name, bro?
I messaged him the other day. I found him on Let Go. I was looking for a guitar pedal, and he had posted one.
The Big Muff?
Yeah, the Big Muff. And I think I sent something semi-erotic to him, hoping that he wouldn't notice it was me. I did that to Jose too. Jose had a guitar up, and I was like,
did you message me on OfferUp, David?
Probably. I was like, hey, how far do you think I can get this guitar in my ass?
Jose's like, well, I mean, probably up to the 12th fret.
Yeah. He's like, well, I did up to 6.
Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if I know you, I'm sorry.
You know, it's funny. The other day, I put this thing up on OfferUp, this Dragon Ball Z skateboard, and I put it up for $10. And somebody messaged me that he'd buy it for 50. So yeah, he was like 15. He said 15.
All right, Patrick.
Yeah. You really wanted it for 50. I was like, damn, dude, you really love Dragon Ball Z. It was unbelievable. What's going on, Richard, man? Richard, Mr. Boysrand, I don't know how you say that. Amazing guitar player, man. Very, very, very good. Makes awesome. The best faces in the game, too.
Yeah.
Oh man, his face. Oh, I love it. It's like it's like Play-Doh, just moving around. I love it. But he you know, he's an amazing guitarist. Let me stop fucking around. I actually met him recently, and he always sending me inspirational stuff. Always giving me like, you know, critique. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Yes. Guitar, willing to risk it all. But no, he's an amazing musician, man. And you know what? I've been trying to do that lately. Is just hang around like-minded people, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I realized it's such a stupid thing. Well, it's not stupid, but it really doesn't help you to hang out with people that aren't doing anything related to what you're doing.
At all.
It doesn't help you at all. Like, you need to be around like-minded people, man, because that's the only way. If you're okay with just being in your bedroom and letting your music go that far, then continue being around people that are doing other things.
And that's something I love about Absolver, because we're all fucking crazy when it comes to music, you know?
Yes.
Like, none of us think, oh, you have to do it this way, you have to do it this way. It's to the point where it's like, the cat's taking a shit, let's go record it. You know? Like, everybody in that band, and I love it. I'm very fortunate that it's to the point where I can say anything and, like, do, like, I was walking the other day and there were a bunch of maggots on the floor, because we do visuals for our shows. We do, Chris brings a projector, and he does like a bunch of visuals and stuff behind us when we play. And, you know, I see like these maggots on the floor, and it's pretty trippy.
Nice.
And I take a black and white video, I send it over to him. He's like, great, you know, awesome. You know, if I did that to anybody else, it would be, you know,
blocked.
Different. Yeah, it would be different. You know, like, so I think that I'm very happy that it's for people that we can do crazy, weird stuff, you know, sound out of anything, do all these weird visuals where anybody would be fucking grossed out, and us four were like, yeah.
But that's what I love, though, man. Music should be whatever music you're trying to do, even if you're trying to do like Katy Perry pop music style, right?
Yeah, which is awesome too, man.
Which is awesome in its own way, you know. Like the point is to be as free as possible. You know what? Like I wouldn't do anything, especially music, if it wasn't fun. If I wasn't having fun, I'm out.
With the amount of work and the amount of money that goes into it and all that, why would you if you weren't having fun?
Yeah, like, I agree.
Hi. Like,
yeah, all that stuff does cost. I'm not gonna lie. You know, and it's not $1 million, but you know,
it's still money.
Half $1 million.
It's still money, man.
No, it is money, man. And I don't know. I think about so many things, and I'm like, you know what? I probably could have a better car. I probably could do stuff like that, but I'm like, I'd rather just have another guitar. I'd rather just be more obsessed.
I looked at my guitar rack the other day because it's right next to my bed.
You've got some expensive guitars, man. Like your collection of 3 guitars, which I know one of them you got a good deal on.
Yeah.
Your collection of 3 guitars, is it 3 or 4 now?
Well, I have 7 guitars total, but expensive guitars I've got like 4. Yeah.
Wow. What guitars? So you got an ESP Eclipse.
I have an EC1000 Eclipse Vintage Black.
A 1000. That's like the really good one.
I have.
Is that the one with the EMGs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
EMGs. I have Gibson Les Paul Studio, which was my most recent purchase. I have a Gibson SG Standard, in Alpine White. I have a Fender Telecaster Blackout Deluxe.
Blackout. I love the Blackout.
Fucking amazing guitar.
I used to go to Sam Ash. Probably, you know what? Do you buy from Sam Ash?
I bought that one from Sam Ash.
You know what? I've played that guitar many times.
They stopped making it.
The guitar that you have, I've played myself, like at Sam Ash when it was being sold. Yeah, many times.
I got it at Sam Ash.
I would go there. Me and Jose would go to Sam Ash every other day, and I used to go to the music store, and I would go to this music store and ask them for that Blackout Telly, and I would play that every time because I was so in love with that guitar.
I love that guitar,
and you ended up buying that same exact one.
Yeah, it was 2010.
Yep.
Or so when I bought that one. And it's funny, I wake up sometimes, I look at them, and I'm like, man, if I sold all these, I could probably pay like 3 months of mortgage. But I'll never.
Nah, man, there's something about, there's something, I love being obsessed with the guitar, man, and I don't know, you can call it a bad habit or a good habit, whatever it is, I love the obsession, man, and I would not be anything without it.
A friend of mine told me once.
Still ain't shit, though.
A friend of mine told me once, do what you want to do as long as you've done what you have to do. So as long as you're not buying guitars and not paying rent or, not taking care of your shit.
That's the balance, yeah.
Do it, man.
And excuse me. And, I'll get into it. Like, some of the guitars that I've bought, listen, I've never... For all the guitars you see behind me, I've never paid more than $200.
Same.
Yep. Yeah. So, and that's the way, like, my acoustic guitar right here, great guitar, got that for $150. This Radical Epiphone Les Paul, got this for $250. This Radical Strat, $90. My newest guitar. Ibanez S470, Korean, also $250.
You say some Korean guitars are better than like some American.
Yeah, they're so good.
Like the LTDs, man.
They're great, man.
Higher end LTDs, you can't fucking beat that.
And the custom Telecaster I have back there in the glass, I paid $300 for that. So that's probably the most expensive one. And that I paid that much only because it's custom artwork done on it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, and you got to play that guitar in a second. We got to see how it fares up to your the Blackout. The neck on your Blackout is awesome.
I love that guitar, man.
It's an amazing guitar.
Honestly, my favorite guitar of all of mine is my EC1000.
It's
even above all the Gibsons and all that shit, the EC1000.
It's a great guitar, though, man. They made the ESP for anybody. Right. Oh man, what a time, dude! It's been an amazing episode. Yeah, I can't believe we're already over the hour and everything.
Oh shit!
Yeah, can you believe that?
Who else is here?
We got what's going on, Josh, man. That's my boo.
Hey, Josh, I love you more.
That's what Josh says.
I love you more in Tampa. Don't worry about it. He showed up to my house the other day.
No way.
Yeah, I came down from Tampa and with Pablo and we had a few drinks and shit.
Radical, man. Good guys, man. Pablo, Josh, all him. What's going on, Lauren? What's going on, Jose, man? I saw Jose at a gas station recently.
Right on. I don't think I know that person.
Miss Lauren Chu also has her own radio show. Everybody go check her out. Go bug her and ask her about that.
Yes,
I haven't had a chance to check it out because it's live, just like this is.
So I run into Lauren at almost any like non-extreme metal show that I go to. I run into Lauren every time. It's fucking great.
Lauren knows her music.
Yeah, Lauren's awesome.
Even when me and Lauren became friends back in the day, I don't know why we're talking about Lauren, but hey, you're
now the topic is Lauren.
Yeah, the topic on Shut Up, Let's Talk. Lauren knows music. When we became friends years ago, that's the first thing I noticed about her. I was like, wow, you listen to a lot of tunes, and she knows a lot of bands, which is a really great thing because that it's a guilt trip on my part because I'm like, damn, like for as much music as I make, I don't know enough, which I feel like I'm not supporting the scene even though I'm part of it. It's such a I hate it, but
I know too much. Sometimes I wish I would like shut the fuck up.
I don't know, man.
My girlfriend's like, how's your day? And I'm like, oh, I was listening to this Placebo song that I had never heard before. Like, I just go straight to music, like not work or anything else. It's like, how's your day? Something happened in the music world, and I'm really weird about it.
I'm obsessed, man, and you know what? Let's bring up something really quick because we used the word a couple of times already. I think an important part of music production, or you know what? Strike that. An important part of life is an obsession with something positive.
Yes.
Something positive, okay? Don't be obsessed with being a dick. You know, if it helps you, go for it, right? But I think obsession is and I keep using that word because that's the word I want to use. Obsession is what it takes.
I'm definitely obsessed.
That's what it takes, man.
Definitely obsessed. That is my morning coffee. That is my goodnight kiss. Like, music, man. That shit does it for me, man. It always has, like, from a young age, man. Like, from fucking Backstreet Boys Millennium. Like, like, it fucking did it.
It's true, man. I'll be the one.
Mm-hmm. It really did it, man.
Max Martin produced all those tunes. Check him out.
Yeah.
A guy named Max Martin. He basically made all those songs. He produced the first Britney Spears, first NSYNC, first Backstreet Boys,
the best,
and all the other stuff after that too. He's made songs for Celine Dion, all of them. He still makes music. He makes stuff for Taylor Swift nowadays.
Oh, right on.
So he's controlled the radio for decades.
I think it also molds who you are, man.
I completely agree.
Without music, I would not be who I am at all.
I completely agree.
A completely different person. And I have friends that have told me, like, oh, I don't do drugs because of music, or I didn't get into gangbanging because of music. You know, I didn't get into this.
When we say gangbanging, we mean sex, not guns.
Yeah, I didn't have group sex because that Disturbed album.
Because of Down with the Sickness, yeah. I was like, nah, I might catch something.
I'm not down with the sickness.
Yeah, I might catch some shit. I'm not. I'm not gonna be gangbanging because of Disturbed.
He did that ooh ah, and my dick went down.
Oh man,
I've had friends tell me of like stories where they've like answered Craigslist ads for group sex, and they show up and the rest of the story just gets really awkward from there.
Give us an example of one of those, please.
Well, one of them is George. I'll say the name because he'll say it himself.
He'll probably be proud of it. Yeah.
Like he went to this. Hey George, if you're listening, sorry. He went to one of these and it turned out to be like 30 dudes and one girl. And
that's how it goes, though.
It got to the point where he was just like, "I'm gonna get out of here." Like, naked as fuck. I'm gonna get out of here, grab the girl's boob on the way out, and left.
Still naked,
yeah. Walked outside.
Got in his car and put a skid mark on his front seat on the way back home. Woo!
Yeah. So,
oh man,
it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh my God, Tess says there's a 3-hour-long Backstreet Boys documentary on Netflix. I'm watching that tonight.
I'm in.
I'm Netflix and chilling with Mr. Right Hand tonight and watching that. And we're gonna be watching that all night.
You just confessed to a dirty,
a cheeky one, a cheeky handy.
He's got holes in his heart.
I might have to go overhand on it.
A stranger.
Tess says apparently they didn't even know they were super popular for a long time, and by the time they realized that the guy managing them had taken almost all their money. Oh yeah, Lou Pearlman. He looks like Jabba the Hutt with a comb over.
By the way, same thing happened to me in high school. I did not realize how popular I was until all my money was gone.
So you lived the boy band dream.
Yes.
Chris was a boy band before boy bands.
Why did that just zoom in on my face?
No idea. The camera loves you, man. Oh, sorry guys. I'm trying to get the screen all right because things happened. Anyway, yeah, Lou Pearlman. Yeah, Lou Pearlman is a shithead.
The music
like Lou Pearlman looks like the kind of guy that like he looks like the kind of guy that pays for footage of people of like voyeur footage of people pissing and
clipping their toenails.
Yeah, yeah, like he's the guy that masturbates to people peeing in bathroom stalls and stuff like the black market videos that.
I mean,
that's where he put his Backstreet Boy millions.
In someone's asshole. I think the whole music industry is bullshit at this point, man.
The whole music industry is a lie.
It's a necessary evil. But
it's a lie. They constantly try to make themselves look more successful than they actually are.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. So it's better.
Every label has to be in debt. Oh, my little boy's trying to get in.
Oh.
Give me 1 second. Oh no.
By little boy, he means his cat. Like, there's a little child trying to get in.
Come inside, man. Oh, come on. I got you, man. Everybody say hi to Dr. Legato. What's up, buddy? Right. You okay, man? This guy was like putting his paws under the door and stuff. Oh, poor guy. Oh, what are you doing? You okay, buddy? Come on. It's okay. Come on. What a guy. What a guy. It was so funny, man. Mackie says, I hope you took your Claritin.
Yeah, fun fact, I'm super allergic to cats.
Are you allergic to cats? Yeah. I did not know that.
It's cool. No. I'm in it to win it, dude.
Legato, sorry, man. You're a death trap right now.
My throat's already closing up.
Oh, is it really?
No. Oh, I start convulsing.
Oh, no. I don't. There's no EpiPen here. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't know if it's one of those things. I don't know if it's like that.
Just let me die, dude. It's cool.
Are you actually? Is that actually happening right now?
No.
Oh, this guy's pissed off. He's like, you've been ignoring me for hours. Poor guy. What's up, man? He's real cute, though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's adorable.
He's real good. He's tiny, man. He's tiny.
Yeah, man.
Oh, also, ska was obliterated. Where's Big D? Oh, Streetlight. Aquabats.
Streetlight's still doing well.
Streetlight
plays all the time.
I used to like Less Than Jake. They're not strictly ska.
Yeah, but, Less Than Jake, I have a running joke about them.
Oh, please.
Oh, hey, cat. What's up?
Hey.
He's like, oh, I'm
what
just
going to climb this. Oh, he's checking you out. Yeah, he's like, oh, you have other pets at home?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm allergic to everything.
Are you?
Yeah, I have a child at home.
Extra allergic to that.
There's a 4-year-old at home.
Extra allergic.
That's what Legato's smelling. But
oh, I'm so sorry. I just kicked him in the face. Oh my god.
He's
sorry, man.
He's good. Shook it off.
Well, I didn't kick him. I kicked the toy that flew into his face. Poor guy.
Yeah, ska. I have a running joke with Les and Jake where you can go to like your nephew's birthday party and Les and Jake will be playing.
They'll play for just like Five Guys burgers.
They'll play anywhere. I've seen them a million times at random. Like I go to put gas and Les and Jake is playing at the fucking Chevron. Yeah, Les and Jake is everywhere. I don't know. When it comes to ska, Streetlight,
Mighty Mighty Boss Stones, I love.
I saw them in Chicago.
They're awesome.
They're really good. Yeah.
They're radical, man. I love their little Reservoir Dogs get-ups.
Yeah.
They're always dressed up like this.
Dude, it was hot as balls that day, and they were all in suits.
Yeah, they're great, man.
Mustard Plug is another really good ska band.
Listen,
do I listen to that much ska anymore?
I don't know, man. The ska scene was a good one. Keep them there. Don't send them back. Oh, gosh.
I'm allergic, thank you.
Well, he's too cute to be allergic.
No.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's a hellspawn kitty. Are you coughing because of him?
Probably.
Oh Christ! All right,
no, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Well, let me just give him one of his favorite toys.
I ain't no bitch.
I just want to see if he's gonna use his litter box, and if he does, then it will send him right out when he's done. Well, he's not. He ain't doing nothing with it, so I'm gonna just send him out real quick.
Nah, it's all good, man. I mean, he was in here before I was in here, so. So yeah, what else? What else is there? I mean, it's what. Oh, we've gone over the allotted time.
Yeah, definitely. He's like, don't send me back.
You just come back and I'm dead.
Oh no!
Knocked out on the table.
Oh man.
So, yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, folks. Anyway, I had to get the cat out so that Chris wouldn't freak out. You know.
So.
Oh, Dave wants to come back in here. Poor guy. Well, you know what? I think it's a good time. I think it's a good time to call it, man. It's been an amazing episode so far, man. Thank you so much for joining us, bro. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out on episode 34 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, guys. Join along here with lead vocalist of Absolver,
lead guy,
Kris Bueno.
Thank you
so much, man. If everybody wants to go follow you on the social media, where could they go ahead and follow you, man?
Absolver _ straight up Absolver _ and absolver.bandcamp.com. You can listen to the whole album for free. It's streaming. You can download it for $1. You can order it for $5. Physical copy. You got the CD. You get all the cool casing. Cassette for $5. If you still have your old school cassette player. Yeah. And I think we'll probably be playing another gig October 14th. It's not for sure yet. We're in the works. That's about it. Just keep around. The shows are really energetic, crazy, slamming ourselves into walls and shit. You know,
I've seen some footage. It's some
fun.
good stuff.
It's fun. So definitely come out, hang out.
Definitely, folks. Feel free to go check out Absolver. Definitely very, very good stuff. If you guys like metal, doom metal. If you guys want to hate yourselves, listen to Absolver while you hate yourselves. You know, I know I do. Anyway, folks, if you guys want to follow me, it's at @AlazarChain. If you guys want to follow the show, it's _ShutUpLetsTalk and ShutUpLetsTalk on everything else. Google it, do a thing. Until next time, folks, love, peace, chicken grease.
Thank you.
Look both ways before you cross the street. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out in the chat tonight. Thank you so much, Tess, for hanging out. Tess, that's super fun. Hope to catch it again.
Thank you, everybody.
We hope to see you again.
And listen to new metal.
Yes. So shout out to all.
Wait and bleed.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining us again. Until next time, later. Labia. Whoop.